have no idea what he's doing here, or what I'm doing, but this man is a great man. This is the guy who was the first fella who knew the Marvel characters would make great movies, and he's the guy who got it done in the beginning, and we all owe him a big debt.
Let me just add that, of course, without Stan's amazing writing ability, we wouldn't have had any of the success in this industry. Because what Stan did that we are missing now, and I know some people will just talk about it, but that's okay. I think Stan wrote people in the way we want them to be. And even the villains were almost victims of circumstance. It wasn't black and white. It was about real life, about gray, about difficulty. And what's amazing is that nothing really changed. If we look at the economy, if we look at the world, and we know the gods are mad, earthquakes, floods, ash, I mean, it's all going crazy. That's what makes movies possible. But one thing I have to say, because I'm very proud of it, I try usually to follow up on my promises. And Stan and I had a dinner at the Bel Air Hotel many years ago. I had some hair, and he looked the same. And by the way, I know that your partner is here. You know yes, you know Empire Carpet, they should pay you royalties. Every time I see the advertising, I see Stan in there.
Yes. I have not known what this man was talking about since the day I met him.
But anyhow, the point was that we sat down and we started talking about making movies. And I know he was really skeptical. I don't blame him. I had no idea what I was saying to him. The one thing I remember like yesterday is that I told him one of the first things I'd love to do is Iron Man. And he was going, I love Iron Man. And we ended up doing the animated show. And when we finally put the movie together, there were more naysayers on this project than on anything else we ever done. And as we know, the rest is history, and the next one is opening next month. And I can tell you just from tracking, this is going to be a major event. And without this man doing his thing for so many years, you cannot make entertainment without an amazing story. And it's the greatest storyteller for me that ever lived.
I thought he was going to say you can't make entertainment without Stan, but all right, it was close. I want to thank you very much for not leaving me anything left to say. You've said it all. You're a good audience. Thank you very much. I hope we'll meet again sometime. What are we doing here?
Well, I think we're going to you audience questions, but I think my first question was going to be for you guys, was how did you guys originally meet? What was that first kind of...
Reluctantly.
They actually made him get together with him, and it was a while. He was hiding. Couldn't get a date with him, and then he picked up the Bel Air Hotel. I still get lost trying to find this hotel, so of course I was late. And he was hoping I never show up. The truth is, I came in and I knew that one of the perks is working with a legend. And I'm serious when I'm saying it. There are a lot of people out there who created one thing, two things. They got lucky. Because phenomena are the way there's a lot to do with luck. But if you do it 10 times, 15 times, that's not luck. That's a sixth sense. And I wish Stan had it.
I can't really hear enough about the sheer wonderfulness of me. You notice I did not interrupt him. I got to tell you, this guy is really incredible, though. When I first met him, he's an engineer. and he held 1 million patents on toys that he invented. He was like a zillionaire before he even came to Marvel, and before we ever met him.
It's the comic book business, you better be rich to be in it.
And the only reason I was nice to him, I thought I could borrow some money, but I gotta tell you, this guy still has the first penny he ever made. So, but what the hell, I had to be nice to him because he became the producer of all the movies, and the only way I could get I know you're all sitting there thinking, what do I have anything to do with him for?
Cameos.
The only way I could get a cameo, I mentioned his name, and I got into the movies, so there I am. Now I'm a big star, and I don't need him, and I get stuck with him at all these meetings.
Stan, do you have a favorite cameo from all your Marvel cameos?
Oh, who am I to say? They're all so wonderful. I'll leave that to the public to judge. Each one of them is a little vignette. It's a little slice of life that you can interpret as stupid.
Like most Wizard Q&As, we were going to let you guys help out. If you guys have questions, you can raise your hand. We'll start right over here. Is there going to be a Deadpool movie starring Ryan Reynolds?
Gotta ask him, is there gonna be a
It's a good rumor.
I love the way he commits.
Back over here.
Hey Stan, in 78 when Dick Donner's Superman came out, or 89 when Tim Burton's Batman came out, were you at all jealous that these other projects were getting made and you weren't happy?
I am jealous of everything. Everything that people do that I'm not involved in. I'm jealous of Kick-Ass. Where was I when this I'm jealous of the caps that he wears, and he's got, you should see the rings. He's got a ring here, it's a Spider-Man ring. What's the Death's Head? Is that a Marvel character? What's that?
It started in the Spider-Man book.
Really? Oh, he's got that.
Punisher.
Is that Popeye?
Punisher.
That's Popeye. I used to know him. Every day he'd come to work with a different T-shirt, with Iron Man, with Spider-Man, with a fantastic. Now he's got Popeye. Are you going to do a Popeye movie?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I should have known. That's why you're here. Now I know what you're promoting. Let me tell you. Wait. No, you can say before that, I got to tell you, when it comes to Popeye, I don't know how many of you know Popeye, but I can draw Mr. Wimpy better. That was the first character I could ever draw. Mr. Wimpy from the Popeyes, but we'll talk later about that.
He's trying to get a cameo.
Better get one. You want them to come to the theater. Why do you think the movies did well? Hey, we got to see Spider-Man. I hear Stan is in it. Yes, sir.
I read this Ultimo. I want to know when the next issue's coming out.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
He wants to know, he loves Ultimo, wants to know when the next issue's
I can't hear you. Get away from the mic.
Ultimo wants to know when the next issue's coming out.
Of Ultimo. Oh, Ultimo! You see, you think I'm only good in English. I am one of the great authorities on Japanese culture and language, and I have this character called Ultimo, which is now obviously a best-selling character in Japan. If you play your cards right, maybe you can get an option to do a movie of it. And what was the question? It's out already.
I want the follow-up.
When's number 2 coming out?
Number 2? After number 1. I never know when they're going to come out. They send me a copy, then I know it's out. I'm sorry. But I'm glad you've got it. Keep buying it. I knew somebody was. You're the guy. Great.